Afternoon baseball now on the show from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the Minnesota Twins. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Chris Archer gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
So striding forward now, Gene Segura, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, D-Road. You'd love to win this 4th game of the series. They dropped game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4 and finish the weekend off strong.
Davis moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat's going to win this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there. Archer stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at that, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
So here is Avisail Garcia. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
And we're just getting started here in Minneapolis. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Archer's ready. Here's the 1-2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Swinging a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. The Twins coming up. No score. Mike Leake will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be a difference maker, as he often is. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Past battles with Mike Leake. He's 1 for 4. First pitch of the at-bat. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Ro. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in the 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today, to get some momentum going into the next series.
To short. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Miguel Sano, and as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Hit hard up the middle. A bare hand for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. An inning in the books. No score on the show. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Take a look at the splits between April and May. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, D-Ro, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see 1 flamethrower and 1 guy that throws below the speed limit.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Jose Abreu head-to-head against Chris Archer. He's just 1 for 6. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Abreu is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Three and 1 now.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Here's Jay Bruce now. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Three and 0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Buxton racing back, gone all the way into the upper deck. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. 6th home run on the season for him as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up at the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Archer gets the sign. First pitch on the way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
3-1 to him now. Fastball too high, ball 4.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Here now is Mike Zunino, head-to-head against Chris Archer. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. pitch. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Zunino is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, and the M's have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Here's D. Gordon now. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 2 home runs and 21 driven in. One strike now from Archer. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mariners 3 and the Twins nothing. Set to get his day started, Chris Davis, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. So 3-2 one more time. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Byron.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Past battles with Mike Lee. He's 1 for 5. First pitch on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Now the 0-1. goodness. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And let's focus on Gene Segura. Very athletic shortstop, has one of the best arms in the position, is really coming into his own offensively as well.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. High and deep to right center. Gordon facing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Scorched to third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Twins wind up stranding one. They trail in this one 3-0. Downtown Minneapolis skyscrapers as we continue our coverage of Major League Baseball on the show. Gene Segura standing in. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The 0-1 on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Waiting on deck here is Robinson Cano. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Now the payoff pitch home. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Another payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Segura runs. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. The 1-1 home. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Segura stands at second with no outs. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Buxton has a read on it. One away. So here is Avisail Garcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Left fielder, Avisail Garcia.
50th pitch of the game on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken. That's ball one.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider, and they can bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. There's a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. Ground ball right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Next for Seattle, Josh Donaldson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runner goes for second. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding it to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Standing in now, Jose Abreu, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do. Here's the 2-1. Shot toward right center.
And that is down for extra bases, as this will get one home and maybe two. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
The 1-0 delivery. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
The 2-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far. He were a home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Hit hard on the ground at first. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 4 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Mariners lead it 7-0. Up next for Minnesota, Kenny Vargas, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there, base hit. He'll get it into second, and he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 5 homers and 19 driven in. Now the 0-1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
Nope.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game. And the pitch on 2-1.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one shortstop rounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie.
The next twin up, Charlie Blackmon. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Blackmon brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
2-0 to the Twins left fielder. Nope. 3-0. Vargas takes his lead at third with one away. And this one catches the inside corner for strike one. Hit on the ground out to short. There's Segura. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Standing in, Brian Dozier. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and two away following the RBI ground ball. A ball and no strikes. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball two. Bases are empty here with two men out. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the two-hole hitter.
The 3-2 pitch. To short, hit hard. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. So one run on one hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Mariners 7 and the Twins 1. Here now is Mike Zunino. He'll stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
Here's D. Gordon now. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. Gordon bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". He was a fourth-round selection during the 2008 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Chopped weakly to the left. The Dozier for one, but no real shot at two as he's safe easily at first.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Gene Segura, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. A dive, but he's back. Here's the first pitch to him. Soft liner towards center. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Not every ball's going to be smoked on the screws. There's a nice soft liner in the center field that lands right before the center fielder.
Adalberto Mejia answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Robinson Cano will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only one out. He's set and the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
That's a ball.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0 finds the zone, strike one. 7 runs, an equal number of hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Cano connects as this is out to deep right. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
In now, Avisail Garcia. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. Mejia is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Mariners leave a couple. They're on top 7-1. Here's Miguel Sano. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
2 balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Chris Davis. He drew a walk his first time up. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Sano on at first, nobody out. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Fielded cleanly, and indeed he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mariner organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Here's Byron Buxton now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. That misses 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Three and 0 now. On deck, Mike Moustakas. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. First and second now, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Ramos. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Ramos.
From the stretch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Liner towards second, but there to take it in is a well-positioned Cano, and that'll end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball one. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Archer hasn't had his best stuff today.
All right, Dan. You look at this game, the finesse guy has been on. Nothing over the heart of the plate, really keeping these guys in the proverbial rocking chair, where the power guy's missing over the heart.
You know, it's hard to believe because sometimes you look at this guy that's throwing in the upper 90s, big power stuff, having a tough time getting through the lineup, and then you have a soft tosser guy moving the ball up, down, in and out. More than one way to get through a lineup, and the guy that's the finesse guy, he is really making it work in this one.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a little tapper. The next 3-2. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jose Abreu, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Moustakas is there. The Dozier for 1. On to first to complete the double play. Twins are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, and he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. 2 out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tapped up the first baseline. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mariners go down quietly there. They're on top 7-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Kenny Vargas, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Popped up. Under it now is Segura, and he's got it. 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. 2 out, nobody on. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Fly ball into straightaway left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Here's Brian Dozier now. First delivery to him on the way. 4-1.
Didn't get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. Just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Blackmon at second with 2 down. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 2-2. 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Bruce is over to take a look at it. Popped him up. Bruce in foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. He'll try it again, 3-2. And it's fouled away. And he struck him out as this epic battle goes to the pitcher, and the side is finally retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready for another shot now, Mitch Haniger. He'll get things going here in the Mariners' 6th. First pitch coming, here it is. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. 1-1, here it comes. Missed with a slider. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Hits this one hard the other way. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Number 3, Mike Zunino.
Ready once again, Mike Zunino. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. First pitch on its way. Hit hard but foul. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One and one, here it comes. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Ramos waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
Stepping in, D. Gordon, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Pretty good slider out of him right there. That pitch is definitely a big reason why he's pitching so effectively right now.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. The 2-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Blackman's after it. He can't get to it. This one's down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gene Segura. Here comes the first pitch. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So he's into scoring position now at second following the 2-out stolen base. And we'll give you a look there at the Mariners leaderboard to this point in the season. And he currently finds himself right at the top of the list in that department. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Segura behind on a 1-2 count. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Buxton has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for Seattle. They're on top 7-1. Here's Miguel Sano. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Big swing by Sano, and a ball sent to deep left field. And that's a home run into the top tank. A solo shot that time for Miguel Sano. Number 17 for him on the season, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the 1-0 is taken down and in for a ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-0 on the way. Is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Settling in now, Byron Buxton comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Gordon has it in his tracks. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in, Mike Moustakas. He flew out in his last at-bat. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Now a big swing by Moustakas, but he won't be able to keep this one in play. It's into the seats, foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Segura for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Twins do draw closer, however, and they do it via the solo home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the seventh. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the seventh, but before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. Felix Jorge is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Felix Jorge.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Robinson Cano.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed up a little high. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Gone to lead off the inning. Robinson Cano, a solo home run. Home run number 5 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And a neck-high fastball that time. No outs, nobody on. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1. 2-2 the count. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Count remains full. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Stepping in now, Jose Abreu. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Up around the face.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
The 2-0 on the way. Is offered at and missed for the first strike. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
3-2 pitch. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Mariners add to their lead thanks to the solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Mariners 8 and the Twins 2. Adam Conley gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Adam Conley.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Cano is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 21, Kenny Vargas.
Into the box now, Kenny Vargas. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he misses there. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
And a changeup right down the middle.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
All even now, 2-2. The 2-2. Left field and deep. Back goes Garcia. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Down go the Twins in order. Still 8-2. Here's Jay Bruce now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Number 19, Jay Bruce.
First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger. Line toward the alley in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Here now is Mike Zunino. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
This one's down to third. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 1-0. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Now the 1-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Hit hard to the right side. Bruce takes it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Striding in, Brian Dozier. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1.
The count's 1-1.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Now a swing and a little flare out to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Into the box now, Miguel Sano. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. His career numbers with Adam Conley. He's 0 for 4. Dozier, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone! 2 runs on the board after that home run by Miguel Sano. His second of the game, as it is now an 8-4 ball game. In now, Chris Davis. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Davis will round first and make his way to second now. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Here's Byron Buxton now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Bruce in foul ground. And that's going to land foul. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Turned on down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's hitless in 6 tries. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. 0-1 the count. Still only 1 out in the inning. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Garcia has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the 9th inning from Target Field. It's the Mariners 8 and the Twins 4. Taylor Rogers enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. At the plate, D. Gordon. He singled his last time up.
Leading off for the Mariners, center fielder number 9, D. Gordon.
First delivery to him on the way. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Gene Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Buxton on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner back safely. Here comes the first pitch. Runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
This pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
2-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Pickoff move to second, and he'll be back in standing up. The 2-2. Runner goes for third. Hit out towards second. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. One 0 count. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 9-4 ball game.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Hit high and deep out to left. Blackmon going back, still ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
batter.
Into the box, Jose Abreu. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now. Jay Bruce would be next if they can keep this inning alive. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. 3-0 fastball's in for a strike. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Swing and a blooper to the right side. Dozier ranging into shallow right. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Now what's going on down there? And he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Fouled away. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Davis is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Mariners 11 and the Twins 4. Into the box, Kenny Vargas starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Henniger. Makes the play, 1 away. So stepping in, Jorge Polanco. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here it comes. And a fastball for Miller as he jumps ahead, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball hit out towards Cano at second. He's got it. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder, Charlie.
Now at the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Makes the catch, and the Mariners bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
11-4 at the end of this affair. The Mariners posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Mike Leake earned his 5th win of the year. Chris Archer allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Andrew Miller hammers down the 5-out save, his 2nd. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.